Hi, welcome to Light Minded. My name is Leanne, and I just wanted to do a quick little video and share with you what has been on my heart and my mind lately. But first, I have a little disclaimer, and that is that I am just like you guys. I'm just a regular person who has dropped in on this earth trying to do the best that I can to figure out how to navigate this world and this life, bring as much joy as I can to others, to myself, of course, to my family, to my friends, to just, I think you know what I'm trying to say. So I am not a person who's got it all figured out, obviously. Uh, I am also not I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a, why can't I think of the word, you guys? I think it's because everything is in freaking retrograde right now. All the people that I listen to are like stumbling on their words, so I guess I'm just following suit. But I am not a person who is like a PhD in anything. But what I do is I listen to so many brilliant people and I learn so much, and I have this need of sharing just little bits and pieces of the things that I'm listening to and I'm learning. I also love to do the angel cards, which we can do as well at the end. But there is something that I've really been working on lately, and that is being aware of my nervous system, okay? And realizing that when I want to manifest something, or I want to try something new, or I want to change my life in some way, what happens is my soul, my spirit, wants to do this fantastic, amazing thing, right? That I might have an idea that is downloaded, right? But then my nervous system kicks in, which is basically my ego. And my ego wants to keep me safe. It says, this is not a good idea. Certain things that it can say is they'll laugh at you, you'll look ridiculous, you don't really know what you're talking about. The ego wants to prove to everybody that you have all the answers to everything. And I absolutely do not have all the answers to everything. I have even more questions, actually. The more I learn, the more I realize that there is so much more to learn. But what I am going through right now is an awareness that my nervous system keeps me stuck. And what happens is, because my nervous system's one job, this is what I've learned. I've learned that my nervous system has one job, and that is to keep me safe. It thinks that my life is going to be in jeopardy somehow. And it is my job to understand this and to calm myself down and to allow my soul, right, to actually take the lead. Because, I didn't grow up with any religion, which allowed me to seek and learn a little bit about each religion and kind of make my own recipe, which works for me. So I will mix what I call the creator with different words like God, the universe, the creator, Mother Nature, all kinds of things. So, but right now, my soul, I believe, is a part of creation. And if I'm a part of creation, then that means that there is a creator. And I heard something by this really, I just love this girl. Her name is Kathy Heller. Kathy with a C, Heller, Heller. And she learned a lot about Kabbalah. She lived with a rabbi and his family for, I believe she said, 3 years when she got out of college. And she learned all about this, and it absolutely changed her life. And one of the things that I thought was fascinating that her rabbi taught her was, he said, "You are a masterpiece. You are a piece of the master, a piece of the creator. You are someone. You are some of the one." And apparently Kabbalah means to receive, right? So if my nervous system is all whacked out thinking, no, I don't, I'm not either worthy of receiving or whatever, it's in constant conflict with what my spirit and what my soul truly, truly wants. So I have been learning to calm down my nervous system. First of all, to be aware. Second of all, to have some tools on how to calm down my nervous system. And then to have a non-judgmental observer that is just observing what's going on, not judging it. Because if I were to say, there you go again, you're stopping, you're procrastinating, you're not really doing it, and then I were to shame myself, it's going to keep me in that space. And then, of course, then the last thing is the choice. Am I going to do it? Am I going to push through that fear? And I've learned a lot from, I have a personal coach, Ilona. I would love to share her information with you if you want a one-on-one coaching. She's amazing. She's the first one who taught me about the nervous system. But I've also learned like a 4-step thing from somebody that Kathy Heller was introducing on one of her podcasts or whatever, from Tracy Litt, Litt. And she's the one that I learned the 4 steps from. And back to like being the creator, what I just heard, it blew my mind, right? Kathy Heller was talking to her rabbi, and he says that every morning when he wakes up, and this is something that she's incorporated, she actually has a moment with her creator, thanking her creator for allowing her soul to come back into her body, which I think is so freaking cool, because like, who knows where we go when we're in the dream state, but that we're actually back into our body, and we don't just believe in our creator, but my creator believes in me. And when they said that, I thought, that is what we all want. We just want someone to believe in us, And I come from the resonance and the feeling deep down inside that I'm not here for no reason. I'm not just here to like take up oxygen, right? I'm here because there must be something that I can contribute. I haven't quite figured that out yet. I think it's probably going to be a lifelong thing, but just basically trying to figure out what my purpose is in this stage of my life. When I was a young mom, I knew what my purpose was. It was to take care of my babies and to work, and help bring in money for the household and all that stuff. But right now, I feel like it is to share what possible God-given superpowers. I think we all have superpowers, but what are my superpowers? And I feel like right now it's to listen to like all these people that I think really speak a lot of truth, and to share little bits and pieces with you guys. So hopefully this wasn't too much of rambling, but I do feel like there is a collective conscious, and that what I feel compelled to share might be something that others are going through, because that's what happens for me when I get on these podcasts, or I search, and I come across something that's very helpful. I mean, they're saying something that really resonates with me. So I'm hoping to do the same for you. And if there's anything that I've listened to that you find of interest, you can put something in the chat, and then I will start to get better about putting links in there. There's a lot I have to learn, you guys. And one of those things is putting links in the show notes or whatever, and maybe disclaimers, things like that. So I just really wanted to share that. And if you guys are up for it, we can pull a few cards. Let's see. I've had a couple pretty rough days. I don't know about you guys, but the energy just has felt so like I'm at a crossroads. I can either spiral up or I can spiral down, and it has been a struggle. Today was a lot better. We're getting closer and closer to the new moon. We are shedding the intense Scorpio energy, which is like really looking at the shadow of things, which is, I think, really what I've been going through. Looking at those things that are not so fun to look at, putting light on them so that they're not so scary. And so the new moon is tomorrow. And I love doing new moon wish lists. If you guys are interested in doing new moon wish lists, let me know. I would love to go through what I learn. I've been doing them on and off for probably, oh gosh, 30 years, maybe? Yeah. You do a new moon wish list at the new moon, and then you kind of check and see it by the full moon what, what has actually manifested. So I thought I would just pull a couple cards for us and see what the oracles, the gods, the goddesses, the avatars. Oh, sorry. Oh, please. Okay. This guy keeps coming up. This is Lord Ganesh. He is the Indian Lord, and it says infinite abundance. All right. So I'll read about him in just a minute. Let's see if there's any other cards that want to come out. You know, here we go. She's been on my mind, Kali Ma. It is moving through fear, facing fear. Gosh, leaving the past behind, here we go, Bridget, inner strength. I think we're good with these three. Kali Ma to me reminds me of a quote. I'm not sure who, it was one of the presidents. Actually, hold on. It was a president's wife. It was Eleanor Roosevelt. She said, "You must do the thing you think you cannot do." And courage is not the absence of fear. It is the forward motion through the fear. That's what courage is. Because fear is never going to go away. I mean, it'll probably become more manageable, right? Especially when we start to know about our nervous system. And, oh Lordy, I don't have my glasses again. But I think we'll be fine. Let's read about Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance. What do you want to tell us? Here we go. Obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. Always want more of that. Let's connect more, shall we? It's important at this time to move beyond the limitations of, in quote, "it's not meant to be," and focus on, in quotes, "if this is for my highest good, then the universe will take me there safely." Oh, I love that. Ganesh is not only bringing a clear light to your external situation, but also helping you clear up any inner conflicts. That would be the nervous system situation. When obstacles arise, know that they are just reminders that you care about your path and that you have the ability to change your current situation. Ganesh is here to help you. Thank him for clearing the way to increase your connection to him, and you may want to chant in Sanskrit. Oh, here we go again. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. I think maybe he won't mind if I shorten that to Om Gam Namaha. Okay, Kali Ma. Here we go. She is a badass. All right, facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. All right, this is a time when you are able to look fear in the eye and move away from it. Fear is just energy, and energy can be changed. This can be an intense experience because the human self is so conditioned that it may be used to operating with fear present. When the fear is gone, it may feel as though an emptiness is there, but this is space for love and miracles to enter. You are being filled with the courage of spirit now that, you are being filled with the courage of spirit now so that you can move from this phase of your life to the next. Didn't I just talk about leaving the past behind? I think I did. Trust the process and call on Kali Ma to help you release your fear and step into a space that's strong, focused, and courageous. Love it. Okay, Bridget, inner strength. She's so beautiful. I'll show her to you. Just a beautiful redhead. Look at her. Look at her holding the fire. Holding the fire and just letting it glow and like, here's my light, people. Here's my light. I'm not afraid to show it. Look at the determination in her eyes also. And green. Green is for abundance. Love it. Okay, inner strength. Move back into wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. Oh, love this. Your spiritual fire is growing within. Recognize that the power of your soul is greater than you think. You have come a long way since you began this journey. There is a powerful force within you, and you have the ability to create wonderful changes in your own life and inspire those around you to do the same. Oh, I love that. Be aware of new projects, opportunities, and fertile ideas that can grow into something larger than you may imagine. Call on the fiery goddess Bridget to light the way ahead. Yeah, pretty cool. Now, I have one other thing to read, but I may have to go back to it because I'm not sure I will be able to find it. It was a post that Kathy had, and I think I'm probably going to have to do this another time. But it was like, we'll just take my word for it. It was really good. And I would love to share it with you guys. It was something that she came across and she read. It wasn't even her stuff, but which I really love. You know, there's nothing wrong with sharing other people's insights. And I think it was even really like a Harvard test. So anyway, for the scientific minds that we have. Anyway, I really, really hope that this message finds you well, that you know that you are truly never alone, that there is help out there if you ever need it. And I wish you a light-minded evening or morning or whenever you're listening to this, and much, much love. Take care.